Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today, we have an interesting and latest trending topic to discuss. The Godfather of AI leaves Google and warns of danger ahead. Geoffrey Hinton, a pioneer in artificial intelligence, played a significant role in the development of AI. Along with two graduate students at the University of Toronto in 2012, they developed the foundational technology for AI systems that many major tech companies consider crucial for their future. However, on Monday, Dr. Hinton joined a growing number of critics expressing concerns about the potential dangers of these companies' aggressive pursuit of generative AI products, which power popular chatbots like ChatGPT. Dr. Hinton revealed that he has resigned from his position at Google, where he has been employed for over 10 years and became a highly respected figure in the field, to openly discuss the risks associated with AI. He admits to having some regrets about his life's work. Dr. Hinton said during an extensive interview at his Toronto home, near the location where he and his students made their groundbreaking discovery, "I console myself with the usual excuse, if I hadn't done it, someone else would have." Dr. Hinton's transition from AI innovator to alarmist highlights a significant moment for the technology industry, potentially marking the most crucial turning point in decades. Industry leaders believe that these new AI systems could be as transformative as the introduction of the web browser in the early 1990s, possibly leading to advancements in areas such as drug research and education. However, there is an underlying concern among many insiders that they may be unleashing something dangerous. Generative AI already has the potential to spread misinformation, and it may soon threaten employment. In the long run, some of the tech industry's most anxious voices suggest that it could pose a risk to humanity itself. Dr. Hinton stated, "It is hard to see how you can prevent the bad actors from using it for bad things." In March, after San Francisco-based startup OpenAI launched a new iteration of ChatGPT, over 1,000 tech leaders and researchers signed an open letter advocating for a 6-month halt on the development of new systems due to the profound risks to society and humanity posed by AI technologies. A few days later, 19 present and former heads of the Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence, a long-standing academic organization, released their own letter warning about AI's dangers. This group included Eric Horvitz, the chief scientific officer. Dr. Hinton, often referred to as the Godfather of AI, didn't sign either letter and stated he didn't want to publicly criticize Google or other firms until he left his job. He informed Google of his resignation last month and spoke with Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google's parent company, Alphabet, on Thursday. He declined to disclose the specifics of his conversation with Mr. Pichai. Google's chief scientist, Jeff Dean, remarked in a statement, "We remain committed to a responsible approach to AI. We're continually learning to understand emerging risks while also innovating boldly." Dr. Hinton, a 75-year-old British expat, has been a lifelong academic whose career has been shaped by his personal beliefs about AI's development and usage. In 1972, as a graduate student at the University of Edinburgh, he became interested in neural networks, which are mathematical systems that learn skills through data analysis. Despite few researchers supporting the concept at the time, it became his life's work. During the 1980s, Dr. Hinton was a computer science professor at Carnegie Mellon University but relocated to Canada due to his reluctance to accept Pentagon funding. The majority of AI research in the United States was funded by the Defense Department at that time. Dr. Hinton strongly opposes using AI on the battlefield, which he refers to as robot soldiers. In 2012, Dr. Hinton and two of his Toronto students, Ilya Sutskever and Alex Krzyzewski, designed a neural network capable of analyzing thousands of images and teaching itself to recognize common objects like flowers, dogs, and cars. Google acquired a company founded by Dr. Hinton and his students for $44 million, which led to the development of increasingly advanced technologies, such as chatbots like ChatGPT and Google Bard. Mr. Sutskever went on to become the chief scientist at OpenAI. In 2018, Dr. Hinton and two other long-term collaborators received the Turing Award, often referred to as the Nobel Prize of Computing, for their neural network work. Around the same period, Google, OpenAI, and other companies started constructing neural networks that learned from vast amounts of digital text. While Dr. Hinton believed it was a potent method for machines to comprehend and generate language, he considered it inferior to human language processing. However, his opinion shifted last year when Google and OpenAI developed systems using even larger datasets. He still thought these systems were subpar compared to the human brain in some aspects, but in other ways, they were surpassing human intelligence. He said, maybe what is going on in these systems is actually a lot better than what is going on in the brain. Dr. Hinton believes that as companies enhance their AI systems, they become increasingly hazardous. He noted the rapid development of AI technology over the past 5 years and said, take the difference and propagate it forwards. That's scary. Up until last year, Dr. Hinton said that Google had been a responsible guardian of the technology, ensuring they didn't release anything harmful. However, now that Microsoft has integrated a chatbot into its Bing search engine, challenging Google's primary business, Google is rushing to implement similar technology. According to Dr. Hinton, the tech giants are engaged in a rivalry that may be impossible to halt. His immediate concern is that the internet will be inundated with fabricated photos, videos, and text, making it difficult for the average person to discern the truth. He also fears that AI technologies will eventually disrupt the job market. Presently, chatbots like ChatGPT often support human workers, but they could replace paralegals, personal assistants, translators, and others who perform repetitive tasks. Dr. Hinton said, it takes away the drudge work. It might take away more than that. In the long term, he is concerned that future iterations of the technology could pose a risk to humanity due to the unforeseen behaviors they might learn from analyzing vast quantities of data. This becomes problematic, he said, when individuals and companies let AI systems not only generate their computer code but also execute it independently. He also dreads the day when truly autonomous weapons, killer robots, become a reality. The idea that this stuff could actually get smarter than people, a few people believed that, he said. But most people thought it was way off. And I thought it was way off. I thought it was 30 to 50 years or even longer away. Obviously, I no longer think that. Many other experts, including several of his students and colleagues, consider this threat to be hypothetical. However, Dr. Hinton believes that the race among Google, Microsoft, and other companies will escalate into a global contest that cannot be stopped without some form of international regulation. Yet, that might be unachievable, he said. Unlike nuclear weapons, it is impossible to determine if companies or nations are secretly developing the technology. The best hope, according to Dr. Hinton, is for the world's leading scientists to work together on ways to control the technology. I don't think they should scale this up more until they have understood whether they can control it, he said. Dr. Hinton mentioned that when people used to question him about working on potentially dangerous technology, he would quote Robert Oppenheimer, the leader of the US effort to create the atomic bomb, when you see something that is technically sweet, you go ahead and do it. That's all what he said.